Hi guys, welcome back. I have a special guest here today. This is my husband, Matt.
Hi guys.
Usually he's not here. He's usually at work and I'm vlogging with the kids during the day. So he's gonna help me talk about what we have going on.
It's funny, a little backstory. Molly, early on during the COVID pandemic, was like, we need a hobby, we need to do something. So we kicked around a bunch of ideas and she mentioned me vlogging with her. And I was totally against it. I was like, no, not my thing. I don't think I would be good at it. I would feel silly. But she's been doing good. She likes it. It's more of a hobby than anything. So we decided to get a new camera, the Sony ZV-1, and Molly has some exciting news.
We are going to Disney tomorrow. We were planning this since last year, and during the whole pandemic, we weren't sure if we were gonna go or not, so it's kind of last minute.
Yeah, so we're going for 1 week. We're gonna try to hit up all the different parks, possibly also do SeaWorld, and bring the camera along with us so we can kind of film our own family videos of the boys and how they react. Grayson and Maddox, they are 5 and 2.5. So we're gonna bring the camera with us. We're gonna try to provide some good content, show you guys how the parks are practicing their social distancing with the pandemic. I know it's going to be a unique experience, so we figured showing you guys a first-person view of everything and how it is, good or bad, we'll give you our opinions and try to provide as much information as possible while we're on our trip.
So if you're into Disney as much as we are, we have went the past couple years
I think
now.
3 times in the past 4 years,
Yeah.
so this will be our 4th trip.
So if you're into it like us, or just want to see what traveling is like with kids or during the pandemic or any of those things, we have a couple videos coming. We'll be videoing every day. I think you can only book parks for
1 day, so it's a little different experience. Like I was saying, obviously social distancing, mask wearing, temperature check-ins, reduced capacity. So in order to do that, you could usually have what they call park hopper passes, where you can go to different parks all in 1 day throughout your vacation, and you don't need a specific park reservation. This time it's only 1 park per day, and you do need a park reservation in order to attend that park. So we're going to try to do Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot all throughout our trip. And like I said, possibly SeaWorld, just to see how that is. The boys would love that.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to SeaWorld, so I'm excited for that.
I actually went once when I was a teenager. I want to say like 13, 14 with my family. And at that age, I figured, oh, how could this be fun? It's just animals, as a punky kid. But I loved it, so it's been a while, but I think they'll love it too. They're at that age where they love aquariums and zoos and animals, so I'm actually looking forward to that as well, because I haven't been there in a while, so it'll be fun to do something new on a trip since we've done the Disney stuff so many times.
We'll be showing, honestly, all of it. It's gonna be super hot there, so with that, the mask wearing, we're probably gonna go to the pool a lot.
Yeah.
Then the airport experience.
Yeah, so I'm always on the Disney Reddit page forum, and a lot of people that went to Disney since the pandemic and since it's reopened gave great reviews. They said yes, they call it Disney Light because there's no parades, no fireworks, shortened park hours, no character meet and greets. A lot of the indoor fine dining restaurants are still closed at this time. So it was tough. We really battled with, is it worth paying the same amount of money for a limited experience? But I asked a lot of people who went, and they gave it great reviews. They said it's definitely a unique experience. It's a lot different, but you start concentrating on not having to fit everything in all at once and go and do everything. You take your time. The wait times at attractions aren't as long. You don't have to worry about, oh, the kids are cranky. Do we have to go back to the room? We're going to miss the fireworks. Are they going to fall asleep in the carriage? So it's going to be a lot less stressful. And we're going to, because of the heat and the mask wearing, we're going to try to take a lot of rest times, go to the rest areas to take off our masks, let the kids rest, hydrate. And we brought the camera along too to make it fun. So we figured we're going to have plenty of, if we do have extra downtime, we can just take the camera out, film what we have, provide you guys with some cool content, some information to see how it is. What are you most excited about?
This year, Maddox will be old enough to go on most of the rides. Last time he came, he was Grayson's age. He was 2. So I'm excited for him to go on all the rides with us.
Yeah, so we took Maddox Christmas time, couple Christmases ago when he was Grayson's age. He was turning 3 that next March. So if you do have a child that age and you haven't been to Disney, it's definitely fun. I recommend going, but it's a lot for them. And it's a long day. The vacation is more for the parent and your memories, because Maddox still doesn't remember much. We'll show him videos on our phone and he'll like them, but he doesn't remember much of it. So that's what Grayson will be going through this time. So we want Grayson obviously to have a good time too, but I think 5, 6, looking back on it, is probably the perfect age to bring your kid to Disney, because they can pretty much go on everything. They'll definitely remember it, and they'll have the most fun.
What were the height requirements?
I think Rock and Roller Coaster is like 48 inches, so he's too small for that, but pretty much everything else is like, the highest I think is like 44 or 42 inches, which he's over that. I think he's like almost 45 inches. He's tall. He's tall for his age. Yeah. Grayson, there'll be a couple things he can't go on, but things that he probably wouldn't like and want to go on anyway. Some of the like roller coasters and things.
But he's at an age where he's really into the characters and the music, like Toy Story Land. We're really excited to bring him to, because he's really into that right now. And that was another reason why we were so back and forth, because he's obsessed with that right now. And we don't know if he'll be that much into it next year. So I'm looking forward to bringing Grayson to see all of that stuff.
Yeah, he's obsessed with Buzz, Woody, Jesse, Rex, all the Toy Story characters. That was a big thing. We wanted him to experience that Toy Story Land while he was like still really into it. So that was another reason why we decided to go. Besides that, we've been cooped up for 5 months and we want to go out as a family and have fun and try to feel somewhat normal. And now that this is the new normal, we're almost used to it. If you asked me 5 months ago if I wanted to go to Disney with having to wear a mask in the heat, social distance, and all that stuff, I can't honestly say I would have said yes. But now that we've had the past 5 months, and Disney's been great, we weren't forced to cancel. They pretty much let us decide up until last minute. So we had a lot of time to really consider it, and we changed our minds probably a half a dozen times. Yeah. But I'm glad we finally decided to go, because now it's tomorrow. I'm super excited. We're packing all morning. I'm singing Disney tunes to myself. I really enjoy it. You never went as a kid, or you did and you just didn't really do much?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I went for a dance competition, and I was probably, I think like 10 or so. We went for 3 days. I didn't experience anything, so I didn't even really remember anything. And then now, fast forward to being an adult, I had went with Matt when I had met him, and it was totally different. I loved it right away and wanted to go ever since then. And I wanted now my kids to experience it like we do as children.
I went all the time as kids with my family, with my siblings. I went once with my cousins, my grandparents, and just every time I go and walk into Magic Kingdom especially, it just brings back all these memories and things. And so when I first started dating Molly, our first trip, I wanted to take her to Disney. I was like, I don't know if she's going to be into it now that she's older and didn't really remember much or experience the way I did as a child. Is she going to like it? Because Disney's not for everyone. I know plenty of people that take their kids, they go for their kids, but they're just not into it. Now, if I didn't go as a kid, I can't honestly say if I would enjoy it as much as I do now. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. But I think a large reason why I enjoy it so much is because of those memories I have as a child. So sharing that with Molly, I was super excited when I brought her there, and she liked it too, because I was a little nervous. Yeah. But we've done so many special things. I proposed to her at Disney World. We went on our honeymoon to Disney World. We brought Maddox
in Disney World.
Yes, she was pregnant with Grayson when I brought her with Maddox.
Every important thing that happened, we were probably in Disney World.
Yes, so it's just a special place, and we like to share all our memories there, or mostly there. So yeah, we're excited. We can't wait. I know the boys are excited. Grayson's confused. I asked him this morning if he wanted to go on the plane to Disney, and he said, no, I want to go on rides. And I said, well, you have to go on
he wants to be there right now.
I said, you have to go on the plane to get to the rides. And he kept saying no. So that should be fun at the airport. But we're just going to make the best of it. I've heard the airports aren't that busy. we're still gonna go plenty of time early, get through security, make sure we're there on time. We have all our tickets and boarding passes and seats picked out and everything. So we're excited. We're
I think
definitely
that
excited.
will be the most difficult part, is just the airport.
Yes, the trip home is always sad 'cause you don't want to leave, and then you got to get back to work
Yeah.
and all the things you missed up on, and you have to, clean up and put everything away. But also the trip down there too. We're renting a carriage, a stroller for the boys down at Disney, so we don't have to bring our own. So getting through the airport with the two boys without having a stroller, carrying probably 2 or 3 carry-on bags with luggage, it should be fun. So we're gonna try to take our time, take it easy. Make sure we don't lose anyone, like Home Alone.
Yeah,
Make sure he doesn't
Grayson
get on
will
the
definitely
road.
be running all over the place.
He'll end up somewhere else.
But I don't think there will be like half as many people there, so that should help.
Yes. And like I said, I've spoken to people who've flown recently, and they said that the airports aren't nearly as bad. They've closed a lot of the airport terminals, so most people are using one terminal, and they've condensed the flight. So if they don't have a flight full, they might move your time around. But they just confirmed this morning our flights are on time. They're not going to be moved. Our seats are picked out. And I checked the seating selections. It looks like it's half full. So I'm excited about that. So everyone can be pretty much spaced out. When we get back, Maddox starts kindergarten. So that's another thing.
Yeah, he starts what, the week we come home?
Yes, so that next Monday.
And
he's
that
gonna be
whole
starting.
week is actual virtual, so he won't even be going right into
Yes.
school.
So that's another reason why we wanted to go now. We wanted to go before he started school. There's a couple teacher meetings set up for when we get back that Molly wants to go to find out more information on how things are going to be handled for him. So a lot of exciting things going on, and we can't wait to bring you guys some awesome content, hopefully. And I know Molly's excited as well.
Yeah, so it covers everything. I mean, you can be into, like I do the vlogs, so if you have kids, this would be great for you. If you like Disney, like we do, traveling, it covers all of that. So we'll have a couple videos coming up.
What do you say? I'm a beginner, so hit the notification button to follow the
So yes, like this,
ding.
subscribe to us if you haven't already,
And
and we will see you in our next video.
Yeah, nice and early
Yeah.
in the morning. All right, bye
All right,
guys.
bye.
Bye-bye.